Welcome to Influencer, our series of conversations with the world's digital thought leaders, the people creating the trends that we're all talking about. Our Influencer segment is presented by AT&T. Check out the AT&T Samsung Infuse 4G. We'll be taking questions on our phone. Hop on your phone, get connected, and join the conversation. His name is synonymous with some of the biggest superhero characters of all time. And with the Super Bowl of pop culture, Comic-Con, coming up this week, we could not be more excited to have Stan Lee in studio with us today.
Oh, thank you for having me, dear.
Because usually I'm in your office interviewing you, but now you're here.
Yeah, I love being here, by the way, because it looks so professional. It's so studio-ish.
I appreciate that. That's awesome. Well, it's an honor really having you here. Let's start with what's going on that's new for you. And you still continue to have so many new things, which I'm amazed by. You're going to be getting into Comic-Con this week, which is crazy.
We have a lot of things to announce in Comic-Con.
Well, yeah, and you're going to Comic-Con, which is its entire world unto itself. A lot of madness. You're there for 5 days.
Oh, don't rub it in. Comic-Con, it's fun and it's great, but it is so exhausting. I don't have one free minute.
But some people would be sick of that at this point in their career. You're not.
Oh, no, because that's the whole point of everything, to be in the middle of what's happening. And Comic-Con, which used to just be for kids about comic books, now it involves movies, television, DVDs, the internet, everything that has to do with entertainment is at Comic-Con. And I've got to be where there's entertainment.
Well, one of the movies that's getting a lot of early buzz is Marvel's Captain America.
Oh, you've noticed.
I've noticed a bit, you know, but it's due in large part to, of course, your cameo appearance.
Well,
as
my
usual.
cameo is obviously the thing everybody is talking about.
Yes. But speaking of blockbuster films and studios taking on the comic book brands like yours, some people haven't done it well. And do you think that audiences are starting to be fatigued by superhero movies?
You know, it's like anything else, dear. A good movie, a good TV series or whatever, will always do well. A bad one won't, or a weak one. And there are never too many of any if they are done well.
Well, we have an interesting question from one of our friends on Facebook, William Falls Jr., who wants to know, do you ever feel that Hollywood changes the personality, for better or worse, of a comic book figure when they make it into a movie?
Does the comic book figure's personality change when he's made it? Well, it depends really on the actor who's playing the role and the director and how they direct him and how they want him to play the role. With Iron Man, I think the personality was exactly the way I envisioned him and hoped he would be. With Spider-Man, Peter Parker couldn't have been closer to the way he was done in the comic book. So it really depends on how they want to do it. If they're true to the essence of the comic book, then it'll be like the comic.
And so you've always been really ahead of the curve.
Always.
We really were taking pictures before, you're talking about tweeting. Now I'm really interested to know how digital culture has changed publishing game for comic books.
Well, publishing comic books has changed in this way. We used to do a comic book and just hope it would sell.
Yeah.
You know, now we do a comic book and hope it'll turn into a movie. So we give it a lot more care and attention. They pay a lot more care as far as the characterization, as far as getting great scenes, so that if a producer sees the comic book, he would say, wow, I can envision scenes like that in my movie. People would love this. And this character is interesting. I could see thus and such a star playing that role. So now everybody who does a comic book or a graphic novel, in the back of his or her mind is thinking, I hope that Sony or 20th Century Fox or Disney would love this and want to do a movie of it.
But are they thinking about it in terms of the actual print of it, or maybe are they thinking, well, what's the digital world? Well, can we grow the Twitter followers so that the studios notice? I mean, the process is just different.
Everything is changing in that sense. Now they have motion comics.
Yeah.
In fact, we've done one of those. Pretty soon, every comic you want is going to be able to be seen on your smartphone. You'll see it on your computer. Someday you'll probably be able to just see it in the air in front of you. The technology is advancing so, but I think there'll always be the basic comic book.
Well then, I guess I would know what you would prefer. Would you rather read a traditional comic book or graphic novel in its print form, or on a tablet, or mobile?
I never even thought about it. If it's really good, if
Yeah.
somebody shows it to me on an iBook or something, I'll
Yeah.
read that. If I get a copy of it, I'll read that. If I have to choose between the two of them, frankly, I'd probably take the book. I like the
yeah.
comfortable feeling of a book on your lap and you turn the pages and you can make little marks if you like something. And if you're clumsy, a page tears and you blame it on somebody else.
You're also announcing something at Comic-Con, The Seekers on MTV Geek.
Oh, it's so exciting.
Okay.
MTV Geek. We're doing it for them. And we are planning, how do you like the name? The Seekers. We're looking for the right artist and the writer to do it. And we're going to find that team at the Comic-Con.
You're really involving the public in this
Of
project.
course, the public has to be involved. The public is not only very important, the public is all important because the public has to be excited by it. The public has to, they can't wait till they see it. And when they see it, they have to love it or we have failed. And failure is not in our dictionary.
Well, Stan, it was so great having you
Yes,
here
I
today.
imagine it was.
And you're always a pleasure. You're charming. And of course, for all you heading to San Diego, check out Red Blood Dragon. He'll be everywhere.
Damn right.
And I'm sure you'll be able to check him out. Follow him also on Twitter at @TheRealStanLee. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Oh, I forgot one thing.
Okay, what?
Excelsior. How's that?